Tzu Chi volunteers bring aid items for Minqing County as residents are unable to return home. In Taiwan, disadvantaged children participate in fun summer activities thanks to a charity organization. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Lee-Shioda. Thank you for joining us. We begin today's program in China. After Typhoon Nepentag left Taiwan, it continued its destructive path, affecting the residents of Minqing, who were left helpless. It's been more than 2 weeks after the windstorm, and evacuees are still unable to go home as the streets are still full of mud. Tzu Chi volunteers from 5 different areas came together to help the affected residents in Tazhuang and Bandong.
The recent typhoon devastated many townships of Minqing County in Fujian province. Affected residents have been living in this bad condition for more than a week. Tzu Chi volunteers felt heartbroken after surveying disaster areas, so they brought Jing Si folding beds to the temporary shelter.
In this temporary shelter, we don't have beds. They will sleep on the floor. Because you have brought Jing Si folding beds to them, they are very happy, especially the elderly. We appreciate your assistance.
Let's see whether you can have a nice dream when sleeping on this Jing Si folding bed. Take this as your bed and cover yourself with this quilt. Have a sweet dream. You can have it right now.
Apart from distributing Jing Si folding beds, Tzu Chi volunteers also give out instant rice and aid supplies to the affected residents of Dazhuang Township.
The
reason why I feel touched is because I took many things from you for free. Although we are not related, you still treat us very well.
More than 100 volunteers come from Xiamen, Quanzhou, Zhuangzhou, Fuzhou, and Taiwan. This 85-year-old senior is waiting in line alone to receive relief supplies. As soon as she sees Tzu Chi volunteers, she bursts out crying because she has no children.
We are coming to see you. You can treat us as your children, okay? Everything will be fine. Don't cry. We are one family. We are your children, all right? That's okay.
Many of my items were washed away by the flood. Now we have all these daily supplies.
With all these aid supplies, the affected residents no longer look worried. With Tzu Chi by their side, they have more energy and confidence to restore their homes.
In Taiwan, Valen City Hospital is celebrating its 16th anniversary by offering their medical services at residents' homes in Yunlin and Jiayi. By checking the health of residents in these remote regions, the medical staff was reminded of their initial aspiration in entering the medical field.
Valen City Hospital is celebrating its 16th anniversary by providing medical services for residents in remote regions. The medical team takes 18 different routes to Yunlin and Jiayi communities. Since 2003, this pharmacist, Liang Yuzhang, has been offering free medical consultations with team members to remind seniors of the safety in prescription usage.
We have visited some seniors struggling with vision loss. In the beginning, they rejected our help. However, they have gradually accepted Tzu Chi's help. This senior said she wouldn't be there without Tzu Chi's help. This really touched us.
This orthopedist, Yang Changzhen, originally felt bewildered when being asked to make home visits to communities. He thought it should be convenient for residents to seek medical treatment since Taiwanese all have health insurance. However, after he visited some patients, he found many of them having difficulties with mobility.
The National Health Insurance Administration has already provided many good social welfare and medical services for people. However, many residents in remote regions are unable to seek medical care on their own. Offering home medical consultations and treatments to them thus becomes meaningful. At least we can put their minds at ease.
After making house calls and understanding the difficulties for seeking medical treatment in remote regions, these doctors recall their initial aspiration for entering the medical field.
Mr. Yuan, a Tzu Chi care recipient in New Taipei City, has been suffering from muscular dystrophy for a decade. Recently, he was having dental problems but could not go out to see a dentist, so his children turned to Tzu Chi for help.
Mr. Yuan is bedridden due to muscular dystrophy. He has been having dental pain for almost 2 months.
My teeth haven't been very good. Recently, I don't dare to eat hard food because it will make my teeth bleed. And when I brush my teeth, the teeth will also bleed.
Since Mr. Yuan cannot get off the bed, he cannot go out to see the dentist either. Upon knowing it, Tzu Chi volunteers try to solve his problem.
The care began with his wife. Because of her lung cancer, so we started visiting and helping this family. It went on for 3 to 4 years. After his wife passed away, we turned our attention to Mr. Yuan.
Because Mr. Yuan is bedridden, the dentist has to bend down to examine his teeth. The dentist and the volunteers cooperate quite well.
I searched on the internet, but there's little information about dentists doing home visits. I also made some calls about it, but no avail. I want to thank the dentist for coming. I didn't expect Tzu Chi is able to get someone to come.
The dentist removes the tartar from Mr. Yuan's teeth and reminds the children how to clean their father's teeth.
You must clean the dad's teeth every day and ask a dentist to come clean his teeth every 3 months.
After 10 years of caring, the volunteers and the Yuan family are like one family now. The 3 children are now independent, and they have begun donating money to help.
In Taiwan, Tzu Chi volunteers and the Ministry of Justice held an anti-drug campaign at Duncan Elementary School in Taipei so the parents and children could be informed of the consequences of a drug habit.
听说吃了这些饼干会让你感觉轻飘飘的，很快乐哦。给我，什么东西让人吃了会轻飘飘的？那是毒品。
The truth profounds the regret of a drug addict and calls on everyone to stay away from drugs.
真的勇敢，不是现在冲老大，结果以后包尿布。真正的勇敢是随时随地都要向毒品说不。
Someone who has beaten his drug habit tells the experience to the audience, so that parents know it is important they keep their children company.
My friends were gangsters, so naturally I joined them.
During the summer break, Tzu Chi and the Ministry of Justice joined hands to hold an anti-drug campaign and invite parents and children to participate.
With parents' company and lessons learned from school, the children will understand why they must not take drugs.
The class introduces what the drugs are and which drugs are rampant.
Before the kids come into contact with them, we're doing an anti-drug campaign so they are aware of the effects of it.
We can't just take care of our own kids. We should also take care of other kids too. Then this is the cycle of goodness in society.
Everyone should be aware of danger of drugs so they can help children stay away from them.
Next, we join the celebration of the 5th anniversary of the Jing Si Books and Cafe in Beijing, China.
In celebration of the 5th anniversary of Jing Si Books and Cafe in Beijing, staff members offered tea to express their gratitude to volunteers. One volunteer also seized the opportunity to talk about how the event held by Jing Si Books and Cafe inspired her.
After listening to a talk delivered by volunteers who went to Nepal to deliver aid, I learned that we can really help people this way.
The staff and volunteers also share their joy with the community. They visited residents and shops in the neighborhood offering drinks. In addition, the volunteers share their ideas about environmental awareness with others.
那我们参考去装，又自己也健康，也少产生了一次性的这样的一个垃圾了。
The shop owners also displayed a Jing Si aphorism poster that teaches people to share their love and compassion with others.
Let us compete with who is more loving means I should give more than you.
Volunteers hope the Jing Si aphorism poster will help spread words of wisdom and inspire love in more people.
Summer is here in Taiwan, and many parents are lining up their children's vacations with a variety of activities to pass the next 2 months. However, not every family is able to afford the cost of summer activities. Thankfully, some groups out there are offering fun activities for disadvantaged children at no cost at all.
Summer break is here, and students are excited to be out of school. So how are parents planning for the vacation?
就英文的夏令营，是去学游泳，很多种类的夏令营，很期待。
好，右边看前面，看前面。
Using the summer break to attend classes to practice rollerblading can be very rewarding for young students.
好玩啊！
Skating gives the kids something to do and also improves their hand-eye coordination.
上去，然后站直，给教练看，快点，站直，很好，你看。
Skating gives them a chance to get some physical exercise. It can relieve stress, improve endurance, and also give them a chance to interact with others.
很快乐的一起练习运动。
In addition to outdoor activities, many children are taking classes indoors.
Through games like this, the kids can practice reasoning and concentration. This really improves their ability to focus, which will help them with their studies later on.
Other available options are practicing music or dance. However, even with so many options available, there are some families that simply don't have the means to let their children participate. This little girl is busy helping wash clothes while her mother is selling douhua and handmade jewelry. This mother-daughter pair live together in a small workshop and rely on each other to get by.
豆爸妈妈希望是等你在家里。
我赚的钱有限啦，就没办法租房子。
Another youngster unable to enjoy the summer is this young boy, whose grandmother is suffering from cancer. She must work hard at the night market while her grandson sleeps in their van nearby.
都会跟阿嬷去市场。
对。
到几点？
我9点就要上来睡觉。
Disadvantaged households like these must worry about making an income. And although they would love for their children to enjoy the summer vacation, for many it is a dream out of reach. However, even without special activities or classes, children are always excited to make the most of the summer vacation. Here at DaAi TV, we hope they all find opportunities to enjoy the season.
Last year in Taiwan, Minqing University was ordered by the Ministry of Education to cease enrollment due to poor financial performance. After the decision was made, one of the school's financial donors, a private company, decided to purchase the school. There are mixed opinions about the decision, with some saying that ownership by a private business will better ensure job prospects for graduates, while others argue that the school will ultimately become a glorified four-painting training academy for the company's employees. This is the CBTC Financial Management College. It was formerly Minqing University. Besides the new name over the school gates, you can also see the China Trust logo around the campus.
The first day students arrive, I always tell them, you are not students in the traditional sense. You are already halfway into the working world. So I tell them as they grow, they are no longer adolescent children, but rather young adults.
When students first enter the school, they will begin learning how to play golf. These 20-something students never imagined that golf would be a required course in university. They focus hard on the sport since they are being taught that negotiating on the golf course may be an important aspect of doing business in the future.
Even if I were to graduate from NTU's Department of Economics, my prospects for finding work would actually be difficult, with plenty of challenges. This was why I chose to study here, where we can choose courses that are directly relevant to our future career.
After the group's investment and with guarantees of employment after graduation, the school is certain to attract students who may otherwise face daunting job searches after completing programs at public universities.
我来自高雄中学。
I graduated high school in Kaohsiung and originally got into NTU's economic department. Attending the CBTC Financial Management College, students have a sense of job security. Once they graduate, they are sure to find work, so our enrollment standards are relatively high.
如果你没有选择的自由，你的生活有意义吗？你的生活会开心吗？
Management of universities by private businesses in Taiwan is not uncommon.
As a business-run university, we offer a lot of different departments, beginning with industrial management and enterprise management. For example, to run a textile factory, you need students with a background in textiles. To supply the concrete industry with capable professionals, we provide an education in construction materials, supply, and manufacture. For the mechanical and electronics industries, we have the Department of Electrical Engineering. In many ways, we can supply highly qualified management professionals directly to the industries that require them. It's a very beneficial situation for everyone.
These communication engineering students are studying on a track to prepare them for jobs in telecommunications. Once they receive their ICT certificate, they will be ready for the workforce. Even without a degree from a national university with such a certification in hand, they are confident of future job prospects.
你知道你自己的科系未来的出路是什么？
大概都知道。
有些什么？
可能到公司吧，做些通讯的东西。
到你们企业的公司？
差不多。
所以你自己最想做什么？
类似的东西吧，因为还不太知道。
你念大学的目的是什么？
大学吗？就为工作铺个路吧。
With the current model, graduating students are already networked with company recruiters. One might ask, what downside could there be?
Having secure employment after graduating isn't a bad thing, but the model may create serious problems. If the company's industrial groups rely too heavily on these students, then eventually the talent pool will narrow to a thin stream, and the students that come out of the school will only be suitable for the specific company job they were trained for. The purpose of a university education should be the pursuit of knowledge. This is important to the society, which is why the government should be active in supporting and defending the traditional university model. To be clear, we are not doing job training for anyone. All of a student's job training will take place after they are employed. We offer an open educational platform. If a student receives a 4-year scholarship from our school, then we would expect them to fulfill a 4-year obligation to our company after graduation. But there are no monetary penalties if you don't comply. It's just a gentleman's agreement. Afterward, if someone seeks employment elsewhere, of course, we have no problem with that.
The privatization of universities is still a contentious issue. Will the schools just turn into large for-profit company training centers? Or are such privately funded institutes the future of higher education in a global free market? These issues cut to the heart of the question, what is the real purpose and value of a university education? 38-year-old Huang Fuming has had a tough time keeping a steady job due to his multiple disabilities. But this year, he finally found a suitable job as a hotel janitor. Let's see how well he's doing.
他说大家好。
Huang Fuming, or Afu, uses the sign language to greet everyone.
这样子在比如说什么？他是聋人。
This means he is deaf. He cannot talk or hear anything. He said he can help at work. He is okay.
It's okay, this is the sign that Afu is proud of. It does not just mean he knows, it also means he will carry out the work and finish it.
In the first month, we always had someone constantly teaching him. What we often heard was crossing the arms, meaning not good. Then in the second month, the cross slowly reduced.
Because he cannot hear or talk and he's physically handicapped, so Afu, who's now 38 years old, had problems finding work. Then through the Job Training Bureau, he found a 4th job.
We saw some words on his uniform saying that he is hearing impaired and telling people to communicate with him by writing, so it can reduce complaints from customers.
他说他每天都很认真的工作，要赚钱。赚钱要做什么？赚钱我要养妈妈，还有吗？还有爸妈就是身体都不好。
Afu is grateful to have work, so he can look after his parents who will not have to worry about him. Afu expects himself to improve himself.
Touring around Taiwan is a popular sport in the summer, and 30-year-old Tzu Chi is doing just that, not for his own gain, but for an orphanage instead. Let's take a look.
This is Chen Wei-Qiang, 30 years old. While many young people like him hope to vacation with their friends around Taiwan, Chen's trip isn't for sightseeing, but rather to sell hamburgers to raise money for an orphanage.
When I was young, our family was raised by my mother. Although we lived off a low income, during my school days, there were a lot of friends that came by to help our family out. Because of them, now I want to help others as well.
From middle school, Chen did not enjoy studying and was even expelled at one point, almost leading his own life astray. He had just decided to start his life anew and return to school when his father passed away from a heart attack. Luckily, with the help of the Taiwan Fund for Children and Families, as well as World Vision International, he was able to continue.
I'm here to buy hamburgers, but also to do a public service. I think what this store is doing is really great.
Regarding the hamburger stand, Chen admits that his friends are worried that the charity might impact his future. But he firmly believes that no matter when he earns money, he cannot turn his back but keep going forward. He only has one chance to help others, and he won't give up.
Also not giving in to life's circumstances, recently 15 children from Kyrgyzstan biked around Taiwan as a courtesy of Taiwan Fund for Children and Families. These children who grew up disadvantaged were happy they had this chance thanks to their sponsors. With the help of Taiwan Fund for Children and Families, 15 Kyrgyzstan children from Central Asia have come to Taiwan to bike around the island.
Although we can feel the wind when cycling around Taiwan, the winds are usually hot. Sometimes I hope the wind can ease away my fatigue, but it is just too hot.
Despite heat and humidity, these children have successfully biked around Taiwan in 16 days. In addition, the most exciting thing for them to do is to meet their sponsors.
Without the help of sponsors, we wouldn't have had the chance to participate in this activity, experience different things, and stand right here today.
Daniel comes from a single-parent home. His mother raised 4 children alone and can't afford to pay tuition for them. Thankfully, with the help of sponsors, they can continue their education.
40% of Kyrgyzstan children under the age of 16 are forced to drop out of school to work. Around 60% of the total population comes from impoverished families.
Mr. Tao has been helping those in need for a long time and has sponsored 50 foreign children.
I hope to spread the seeds of love through the act of sponsorship and help these children cultivate good character.
Because of Taiwanese people's love and compassion, these Kyrgyzstan teenagers have already fallen in love with Taiwan. To safeguard local residents' health, a team of medical professionals from Valen City Hospital visited Jinshan tribal village to promote cancer screening. They also showed the seniors some exercises they can do with a towel in hopes that these residents can turn exercising into a daily habit. We will leave you with these images at the end of the program. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.